I'm setting up. So we can all just, no one freak out. I'm not going to start, just setting up. I'm going to turn my camera around the whole situation. Make sure it's working. Let's see. Close. Hi guys. I'm just setting up. I'm not gonna start. I'm gonna start at 3, but it's 4 minutes till. Hey Giselle, hey Jana, hey Espacia. Am I saying it right? Espacia? Hey Agnes, hey Ariel, hey Andrea, hey Kat. Again, I'm just setting up, you guys. Not gonna talk about it right now. Don't forget to thumbs up, you guys. If you're already in the room, give me a thumbs up. Let me take the volume off of here. I'm gonna type in something here. Hello, hello, hello. Just setting up. Great. All right, give it a thumbs up. We've got 23 thumbs up and 81 watching. All right, so I'm gonna flip my thing, flip my camera, set it on the situation so it's gonna be a little bumpy. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? We are pushing this button. Okay, so then we are hoping that, oh shoot. Okay, so that's facing that way. I need it to face this way. And then I need it to go here. And then I need this to be like that. Okay, how is that looking? Looking down at my computer. Oh good, we got a good little frame here. All right, let's get the light on. Okay, what does this light look like? Didn't really do much. That didn't really do much. It's very hot, so I'm trying to figure out how I can be in the light without having all of them on. How I can be lit without having all the lights on. That didn't really do anything. Take it off. Let's see. Yeah, not one bloody thing. Okay, so I got my ring light on up as far as it can go. And I want to know, thank you. I'm using my phone to record and I have my computer right here. So I want to keep my glasses on, but I can already see that the little green circles are on. So it may not be the best thing. Okay. I want to be able to see you guys and talk to you guys. So I think I can't keep my glasses on, right? I'm bummed about it. No, I can't keep them on. It'll make it easier for me to see. Can't really hear you. Jesus Christ. There is no sound in my house. Like, I don't know how I can make it so that you can hear me. We're okay with the glasses. Hi from UK. Hey, Sarah in UK. The sound is low. The sound is good. Yes, you do sound lower than usual. Well, the reason why I sound lower than usual is because normally I have my camera that has a mic, and the mic is a camera that can pick up everything. So this is just me. I don't have a mic on my phone besides the normal one. So the only thing I could do is move closer, I guess. And maybe talk on the top of my voice. Okay. All right, guys, there's 181 people in this room right now. Let's get those likes up. We have 41 likes. It is 3 p.m. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me for this live. I'm going to make every endeavor to look into the little camera right here as opposed to like over here where I'm normally used to looking into. Okay, so my notes are on my computer. My computer is right here. I'm going to be looking down. I want to try to make this as concise as possible. I am missing one item. I need to have something to blot my face with because I'm already sweating. I don't know if you could tell that. So excuse me just 1 second. Talk amongst yourself. God, you guys are all here. Yes, 207 people. Come through. Come through, 90 Day Fiancé. All right. Oh my God, Croatia. Real quick, I know you guys have been talking about it. Okay, Austria, Vienna. I saw someone that's from Canada. I saw England. I saw Ukraine. Hey! Let's see. London. Okay. We're getting it. All right, Sweden. Europe is in the house. So you guys, Chris and I are going to London in February. And for those of you guys who are in the UK, I mean, what's up? What's good? We might have to like plan some little like meetup at like a pub or something that we could just like go to one night and just chill. You know what I'm saying? Have a very relaxing situation. No pomp, no circumstance. Just like go somewhere, probably on a day, like not Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? Like a day that like isn't as extra. So maybe like a Thursday. Houston, Texas. All right, so you guys that are from the UK, let us know if that would be something cool. Puerto Rico, Nova Scotia, Amsterdam, Japan. Oh, I love Japan. I went to Tokyo in 2004. It was good. I would need to go back. It was a really good experience. It was the first time I had been to a country where it was all just one ethnicity of people, and I was like blown away. Like I'd never been in a place where from as far as the eye could see, I just saw one. Like the sense of self that one must feel growing up in a place where it's just all people who look like you. Just gotta be crazy. Okay. All right. No, Seattle's exciting, girl. East LA. Represent. Okay, I'm gonna go get like something to blot my face, and we'll get started in a couple minutes. You guys just talk amongst yourselves. I was gonna make Chris a moderator, but she isn't in the room right now, I don't think. We talked about it, so she knows I'm going live and she set an alarm. Perhaps she fell asleep. All right, so it's 3:03. Okay, I don't want to keep those of you up too long because I know some of you are like, oh, there she is. Yay, she's there. She's a moderator. Great. So, does anyone else want to be a moderator that we know of? You only just need, because they're going to be people who are just trolling around on lives, and I want all the like negative stuff. Just like remove them or hide the user from the channel if they go crazy. So if anybody, hey Norway, if anybody wants to be a moderator, let me know. Chris has got me too, but sometimes, you know, there's 284 people in here, so sometimes it could be a lot. You guys, only 93 likes. Let's get some likes up. So like this video, like this video, like this video. All right, I see somebody from Japan, or maybe that's Korean. No, it's Korean because it has a lot of, yes, it's Korean. Okay, Chris is here, and she is excited. You guys say hi to Chris. Say hi to Chris. Sweating. Okay. Let's bring up one's notes. That looks Korean to me. It looks like Korean handwriting. Or writing. Korean characters? Korean characters. Okay. Oh yeah, 119 likes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. South Texas in the house. Ow. Yes, it is Korean. Thanks, Drama Queen. Okay. Disco Sleaze is drunk girl. What's up, L? Okay, this is happening quick. Chris, did you hear what I said about us possibly doing a meetup in the UK? I mean, we have to talk about it, obviously, but like, if you heard that, I'm glad, so that it could be a thing. Okay. Ooh, we're already getting weirdos. Okay. Wow, you've got me closing all of my windows. I had to move closer to the TV. Oh, girl, you got me on TV? Oh! I'm sweating. Okay, let's just go ahead and get started. It is 3:05. Everybody who is going to be here is already here right now. Those of you who are late, you're just going to have to jump in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about 90 Day Fiancé. This is episode, what am I doing? Again, I don't know the name of it. This is the story of my life. It doesn't matter what the name of it is. Everyone gets married in this episode. All right, you guys. Hey, you guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to another episode of my recap / review of a 90 Day Fiancé. This is season 6, episode 11. And it's the final episode, thank God. I mean, I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm ready to move on to something else, and I'm glad that we get to move on to something else. But I feel like this tell-all is going to be really good. And if you guys even remember, the tell-all happened like 4 weeks ago. So, I mean, I don't even know if the tell-all is going to be really that relevant. We probably already know everything based on all the spoilers that we've gotten all throughout this season. This has been the worst season, just from spoilers and cast drama and just nonsense. But let's go ahead and jump right into this episode. Let's pull up my notes. Okay, so the first couple that we're going to talk about, Ashley and Jay. You know what they look like. Okay, so in this episode we left off where in last episode Ashley just caught Jay cheating on Tinder, and he has come back from wherever he's gone after he punched the hole in the wall, and you know, homegirl doesn't want to do it. Ashley doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to have a conversation with him at all. I mean, there's no conversation to be had, but this is what I get out of it. What I got out of this conversation is that Jay doesn't understand what cheating is. Jay does not get it. He feels like he didn't actually have them come to the house. He didn't actually go through with the fuckery. He just said it would be okay. And if I were Ashley, I wouldn't know what to do, honestly. I mean, obviously, if I was Ashley, like, if I were me and I were her and I wasn't her and I was me, I wouldn't be with a 20-year-old because that's just a recipe for disaster. Especially not a 20-year-old who's like, oh, when I was younger, I was a player. And I'm like, you are currently in the youth. Like, you're currently in the younger. So, like, if you don't know that you are young, like, we can't be together. You know? Rule number 1. But he's just like, you wouldn't call that cheating, would you? And I imagine like the producer on the other side of the camera is like, yeah, that is cheating. I mean, it's not necessarily cheating. I do agree with him on that, but it's a breaking of trust. You've broken trust. And then he's like, but at least I'm man enough to come say it, you know, at least, what did he say? Oh, I wrote it down, but I don't know which one is it. But like, at least, he basically saying, at least I came forward and said that I did it. At least I copped to it when you caught me. And she's like, yeah, because I caught you. It's not like you were going to come forward and tell me that you had a Tinder. And honestly, like, why would he? Like, if he had just been on it for a second and, like, realized that he made a mistake and just deleted it, it wouldn't be no cause for him to actually tell her, because that would ruin the trust anyway, right? But, like, for him to be so, like, but I'm telling you now, and that means you never really loved me if you couldn't really be excited. I mean, that means you never really loved me if this little thing is throwing us off. And I'm just like, this is not a little thing. You guys just got married and you invited people to her house. It's not a little thing. You disrespected her. And he knows he disrespected her, but for whatever reason, he feels like if she really loved him, then this little bit of disrespect should just roll off of her back like water on a duck's back. And I'm just like, what world do you live in? Like, his whole view of relationships is askewed. Like, this is just askewed. It's crazy that he would think that. His whole thing is that she messaged him. He didn't message her. He just responded. And I'm just like, what the hell? How is that even an argument? In what court of law is that an argument, Jay? And so then he says that he's not going anywhere, that she's going to have to get the police. You know what I'm saying? The police is going to have to be called in order to get him out of her house. And I said, Jay, why would you set yourself up in a position where you're asking a woman to call the police on you? That doesn't seem very smart. Anyways, so the next scene with them is that Ashley goes to meet with her best Judy, Brandy girl. Brandy. I mean, I'm like, okay, here's the deal. I appreciate what Brandy is trying to do, like, with all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what's happening because I'm right there with her. However, it's not working. It's not being done with the finesse that needs to happen. But I feel like I can't hate on her because she's trying. You know what I'm saying? If she wasn't trying, then I'd be a little bit more like, oh. But she's trying, so, like, whatever. So they talk, and basically Ashley's like, look, you don't just stop loving somebody overnight. Like, I love him, and what's he gonna do? Like, the only thing that I can do is if I do kick him out, I need to make sure that he gets on a plane and goes to Jamaica, because if I kick him out just into the world, I'm responsible for him no matter what he does. So he needs to be on Jamaican soil before I like wash my hands of him. And I thought, you know what, Ashley, that's really smart. Then she's like worried about the girl, and the girl is younger, the girl is curvier than her, and I'm just like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Baby Skins likes all kinds of skins. So I don't think she should worry about all of that, even though I know she is, but it's kind of like, this is the gang, girl, you got with a young man. A young man. Not a young man. You got with a youngin. A youngster. So then the next scene with them after that is them on their patio or porch, and it's beautiful outside, girl. Looks like there's a candle that could be lit. And I feel like Ashley is going through like the different stages of anger. And at this point, she's like not sad anymore. She's just like super angry. And he's just kind of getting annoyed. Like, he's like, well, how long do I have to suffer? And but in the confessionals, he's like, I will suffer for as long as it takes. But in actuality, it's harder to suffer for something for that long a time, to have somebody not talking to you and being mad at you for that long a time. Like, it's a hard thing to manage. And he's trying to manage it, but he's not holding up very well. And he's like, well, I don't know what to say. You're just going to be mad at me. And she's like, you're damn right I'm mad. You know, like, she's just mad. There's nothing that could be done. So it's something that only time is going to be able to heal. And I don't care either which way what happens with them. And that's the end of their segment. So I'm going to now go to you guys. Look down in the comment section and see what you guys have been saying. Is there anything that I missed from their segment? You know, it's relatively boring. You guys are having a whole ass different conversation. Oh, bye, Vegas girl. Oh, you guys can't hear. Yeah, I'm not sure. I got close and I spoke louder. There's just no, listen, I just can't get any louder. I think the only thing I could do next time is just get a mic. All right, let's get some likes. Oh my God, 406 people watching, you guys. Can I get some likes? Can you guys like this video, please? Pretty please. You guys aren't saying anything that I can think of. All right, you can hear me. Okay. Thanks guys so much. I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I don't see anything because you guys are having a whole other conversation. Natalie got engaged after the ceremony. Jay and Ashley were there. Thank you, Talon. All right, nothing. So let's move on to the next couple. The next couple that we're going to talk about, let's just get through these because it's really quick. Let's talk about Steven and Olga. So Steven went back to the United States and Olga was crying. I don't know, does anyone have anything else to say about that? Because the only thing that's a little bit of extra tea about Steven is he's now back live in full effect on social media, it seems, because he made some like little snide remark about Eric and Leida. He was like something about Leida being, I can't even remember. Did I take a screenshot of? Oh, my phone. I'm doing on my phone. Damn it, I don't know what happened. Only if you want to see what it says, only one slut people, which is Kathy, the homie who runs my Facebook group. She's actually great. She is on Instagram as only slut people, but it's only like one slut people. I'm gonna have to find it and I'll put it in. And what? Olga's expecting it. I mean, what? I don't want to. If Olga is pregnant again, I'm gonna be like Colini and I'm gonna be like Colini. Like, I'm not gonna cry because like, girl, who cares? But like, I'm gonna feel just like Colini. Okay, yeah, so Steven is on there doing all kinds of stuff with Eric and Leida, and it's kind of like, ooh, I'm just like, hey, kettle, hey, don't call it, you know what I'm saying, like, calm down, Steven, you're just out of the frying pan, you are just out of the frying pan, cooling on a plate with with paper towel on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go in on Eric and Leida. Like, you just need to lay low because people are still pissed at you for that GoFundMe. People are still pissed at you for being a manipulator and for low-key people. Some people think you're an abuser. Like, just chill. Like, the heat is not off of you 100%. Okay, so the next couple that we're going to talk about is Asuelu and Kalani. This whole setup was just so fake. This whole, oh my god, we got to keep the secret from low. Oh no, what are we going to do? Oh no. And then the whole, like, they kept trying to make edits. Like, I feel like this was obviously edited a couple weeks ago. And so this is before the producers knew that we all hated their storyline and hate the fakeness of this entire season. So they keep trying to make us believe that someone's going to spill the tea and tell Lo that Kalani is pregnant. But girl, nobody's going to do that. But they keep editing like shots of people like, are they gonna tell Lo? Who's gonna tell Lo? So anyways, we pick up the next day after the bachelorette party, and Kalani is having a conversation, a completely like natural conversation on the bed with Asuelu while breastfeeding Oliver, which is the first time I've seen her breastfeed. So I was a little bit like endeared by that moment about telling Kalani that she's pregnant, and Asuelu did his very best acting, you know, very best. He was like, what? What did she say? And then Kalani's like, well, she wasn't very happy. She started crying. She's like, girl, ugh. So anyways, that happened, and her mom comes and picks her up and takes her and Oliver to the hotel so they can get ready with Kalani. Kalani is the photographer and the makeup artist, girl. She is a jack of all trades, okay? I actually like Kalani. I know I'd give her a hard time for being like Auntie Daddy, but I really do like her. I feel like she makes sense. The crying is a little extra, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she makes sense for the most part sometimes. It's a little extra. But anyway, so she gets there, and Kalani's like to Kalani, hey, Leanie, how are you feeling today? Do you feel better? And Leanie's like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, do you feel better about, you know, me telling you I'm pregnant? And she's like, so like a day of sleep is gonna make it be any better? Like, no, I feel the same. And I was like, yeah, girl. Yeah, don't pretend for these cameras. Just say how you really feel. So she sits her sister down. They start to do her makeup. But before that, they have like a little champagne. And I don't know how some of you felt about it. Like, people were very upset that I said that Kalani could have had like a glass of wine at the bachelorette party. She had some champagne, so I guess there were those of you out there who really thought I was trying to give Kalani, you know, fetal alcohol poison, but I wasn't. And she had some champagne. So how do you feel? Are you guys okay out there? Are you guys calling like Child Protective Services on Kalani because she had some champagne? Anyway, so she has the champagne. They sit down. They get dressed. The dress is very modern. I mean, modest. Which, I'm not saying I expected it to be like va va boom. Obviously, they're having a very simple wedding. But it was just like, it was way more modest than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. Maybe it was like her Mormon background. I don't know. I don't know what I thought. What you guys think of the dress? Let's go to the, you guys are talking about Steven. Yeah, but people, Giselle, that's what I was saying. I was like, you can have a glass of wine. People were like, how dare you suggest that she get her baby drunk, her fetus drunk. Yeah, it was a dress. Like, it was just very, yeah, a nightgown, cat. I mean, it was a little bit more than a nightgown, but it was a fancy ass, like, nightgown. You know what I'm saying? It was, like, lazy. It was very simple. Let's see. It was ugly. I mean, it was just kind of like, I mean, it wasn't Larissa's Goodwill dress, you know what I'm saying? Like, she could have did a little bit more. My thought is that she probably paid more for her dress, Kalani, than Larissa probably paid for that Goodwill dress, right? It seemed like they would, like, if she went to Anthropologie or someplace like that and got a dress, like, it's definitely cheaper than a regular wedding dress, but it's still probably more expensive than what Larissa paid, and Larissa's was an actual like wedding dress. Oh, you guys are moving on to Rich Donesia. Okay, you guys do what you do in the comment section. Okay, so they then cut to Asuelu, who is getting dressed and who's never worn suspenders. Girl, Asuelu has also never worn those shoes or any shoes. Like, he is clomping around in those shoes like they are made of wood, okay? Like, his feet like out like a duck, and he's like, And then Nick was supposed to be there to help him, but I guess he didn't show up. So Asuelu and the producers were there by themselves, helping him get dressed. I know they did. Who put those suspenders on him in the back? A producer. So he didn't even know the word for suspenders, which is fine. So Nick finally gets there, and Asuelu's like, I hope I don't say anything to Nick about the baby. And I'm like, Asuelu, why would you even accidentally say that? Like, you have nothing else to talk about besides your wife's uterus? So he gets in the car, they drive to the spot, and Asuelu is blown away by this Titanic-ass boat. And, I mean, I don't think Asuelu knows what the Titanic looked like. If I were able to edit this is what would be happening. It'd be like, close up. Titanic, So, like, it's not the Titanic. But bless his little heart. So he's excited about this whole entire wedding. He gets on the boat. He's looking at Lo. He's a little worried. And then Kalani gets there, and her hair is flying all over the place. And Kalini's there with her photography camera girl. It's, like, real, like, cool. And they have their wedding. And their officiant looks like... I couldn't think of any jokes for what he actually looked like. But he was, like, a skinny... like captain of no ship I have ever seen in my life. Like, he wasn't sailing anywhere, but he had the full-on garb. I wonder if it came with the, like, boat. I'm pretty sure they rent out the boat normally for weddings, and he's just a part of the package deal. But, like, that suit was so big on him. He's never sailed any kind of sea, not 1, not 5, not 7 seas, none of them. He's sailed the dock. He's just gone around in the little, like, dock area, maybe like a bay, you know what I'm saying? He'll give us an arpeggio, you know what I'm saying? But he's never actually gone out, not out, like maybe like a lake situation. That boy is so funny. Tylesia, you're not late. You're fine. We haven't talked about anybody interesting yet. I'm not talking about the interesting stuff until later so that everybody can see. All right, we've got 496 people watching this. You guys are amazing. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I've got 232 likes right now. 2 dislikes, but, can't please everybody. Okay. Let's see. What else is there? What are you guys talking about? Bridezilla, thumbs up, roses, bye haters. Hey! Bedelia. Hey! How are you? It's so funny to try to say your names out loud because I normally don't say them. I just see them and I just know who you are. Jude is here. What's up, Jude? Bobby Whitney. What's up, Bobby Whitney? I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm sure you've been commenting, but my 90-day fiancé ones get so many comments that I just can't look at all of them. Thanks, Kimberly. Thank you. I normally have this one. I just it's a long one, so I wrap it in different ways sometimes. It's the lightest one I have. It's very hot in this house right now. My parents had the, like, what'd they have it to? Like, 77. I had to take it down. I was like, it's not that cold outside. Oh, no, I know what Bridezilla is. I just don't watch it. I'm going to talk about Larissa. Don't worry. Okay. I think that's it. Hi, Mrs. Loca. Okay. You guys are talking about something completely different. So, let's move on. 514 people in the room. Thank you so much for those of you who joined me. Thank you for those of you who've been with me for the last 24 minutes. All right. Let's go back to the next couple. Sam the Great. Welcome. You guys are having a full-on different conversation about TLC shows. You could talk to Chris about that. She loves all the TLC shows and all the Bravo shows. All right, so we talked about that. We talked about feeling better, drinking champagne. Did I just get a super chat? Oh my God! Thank you so much, Lisa. Oh my God, thank you so much, Lisa. I've never gotten one of those before. Oh my God. Thank you so much. That was actually, thank you. That's really great. I fell asleep during the episode and refused to watch, so thanks for the recap. You're absolutely welcome, girl. You don't need to watch it. It was mediocre, and it wrapped everything up the way we needed it to wrap up. But like, it's just like no. You're fine. You're fine, Lisa. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Finding a sister wife. I wanted to watch that because of the guy with the dreads. Wait, how do you send super chats? So if you look like where you're typing, there's a little place where you can get the like the emojis. Oh my God, Jana, here's another. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Oh my God. Okay, I'm so happy. Like, yeah, Jana and Lisa, if there's something you guys specifically want to ask me, please ask it. Chris, if you can just remember what they ask, and then I'll respond later because I'm going to go back. Who's Cody? What are you guys talking about? Okay, I'm getting out of here. You guys are distracting me. Okay. Someone just joined. Zenatara joining now. I'm a YouTuber from London and would love for you to pub here. Yeah. Jenna, like, we keep commenting or like, here, I'm gonna put my email. Email me at this so that we can set something up. Just call me Wa at Gmail. So the UK people, if you want to do like a meetup, just call me Wa. Like, send me that so then I can like get a kind of location where we're gonna be at, and then like, girl, like, let's just have like a cocktail. You feel me? I don't drink, but let's have a cocktail or a beer, a pub, a beer, a pint. Okay, I'm going back. Okay, so who else did we talk about? Did we talk about Operation Marry Leida? Should we talk about Operation Marry Leida, or should we do Larissa and Colt? Everybody's asking who Cody is. Colty and Cody equal epic show. Yes, I'm here for it. Haha. Well, I love your content. You should come to New York. Girl, I used to live in New York for 6 years. I haven't been back. I didn't go back last year, but my big trip is to Europe this year. Cody on Sister Wives. Girl, I don't watch no Sister Wives. Is he the guy with the long hair and he's kind of balding right here, and then he has like the wives and one of them wanted to leave? You guys are talking about something completely different. Oh, wait, you're going away. Who's that person gave me the super chat? Figure of Flame. This is all I can afford during the government shutdown. I'm a humble government employee working for free. Can you comment about some of the rumors from 90 Day? I'm out of the loop. Okay, so we'll go back to that for sure. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, Flicker the Flame. Thank you so much. Okay, so, Darian Chapman, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. I gotta get back on track, you guys. All right. Whew. 538 people in this room right now. 272 likes. Let's get some more likes in there, and thank you guys so much. Okay, so let's move on to Operation Marry Leida. I don't even need my notes for this. Well, maybe I do. Okay, Operation Marry Leida. So this is what Colt, what's his name? Eric. This is what Eric is excited about today on his wedding day. So we first pick up with Leida, running to Leida. Her name is Leida, girl. And everyone calls her Leida except for Eric and Chrissy. Okay, so she's running in to get her makeup done. I think she's like late, or maybe that was from the previous episode, but she's like 12 minutes late, and she's so sorry about being 12 minutes late. She runs into her same makeup artist, who is like, how are you? Did you get any sleep? And she's like, no, I didn't get any sleep. You know, the makeup artist is her best friend, girl, because there is nobody else in Baraboo or on the internet who likes Leida at all, okay? So Leida is getting her hair done, and actually after she's done, she actually looks really good. I think she looks very pretty. And then she's like, you know, I really like the crown because it's made in Paris and it's expensive, and you know I love expensive things or like fancy things. And I'm just like, how much did you spend on that crown? That's all I want to know, because I feel like it's a waste of money. Like, it's cute, girl, but it's not doing that much for you. You could get it Claire's. She could have gone to, like, where else you can get some cheap jewelry? Target. You know what I'm saying? There's a number of places that she could have gone that would have been fine. Love all the super chats coming in. All of you guys are so kind and generous. Oh, you guys are great. Oh my God, you guys are so great. Thank you so much. Claire's crown for $5.99. Do you feel me? And it would have been the same thing. Like, just because you have an expensive crown don't mean you a princess, girl, because you're not. You act like you have servants and you have all these people to do all this stuff for you, so that this behavior seems like it's going to be okay, but it is not okay. It is so inappropriate. Here's the deal. Leida is an asshole. I'm not denying she's an asshole. I'm not denying or sticking up for her at all. But some of the vitriol that she has gotten on Instagram, yes, it is due to her, but the people who go out of their way to come for her it's just like a lot of negative energy that you're putting out there for no reason. Like, she's already a negative ball, right? She's already a negative nutball. But, like, I don't know, to, like, join in on that, I'm just like, you're stooping to her level. Let her go. Let her be crazy by herself. And it's just like, it's interesting, though, that anytime she puts up any product, hordes of people contact that product and tell them how terrible Leida is, and then they all have to like write statements saying that they didn't ask her to do it, they didn't support her, they didn't say she should do that, and they're like, we have nothing to do with her, we are not affiliated with her. I mean, she's an asshole, and no one's coming after her to use sponsors, so people are like calling out and saying that she's faked those sponsors. I don't even think she faked them. I think she's just somebody who wants to be sponsored, so she'll be like, oh, I really like my Facebook hat, thanks, Facebook, even though she bought it herself. Because, like, I do stuff like that, where I'm like, Fashion Nova, I wore this Fashion Nova thing, in the hopes that Fashion Nova will see that I purchased them with my own money, and then maybe give me a gift card of $500 so I could purchase some more things with their money. I want free Fashion Nova items. And so I just feel like, you know, for people to go after her like that, like, you're just wasting your energy, girl. Put your energy into something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, just put your energy in something. Don't, she's, like, not worth your time. Let her go. Let her go. Okay. So, we meet Eric's best Judy, I can't remember her name, and she's there to help Leida get dressed, and they are, like, running around trying to get ready for this event, and then Eric goes into his room to get dressed, and he looks in his garment bag, and he sees that his trousers are missing. So he goes back in, he tells Leida for some reason that he needs to go get trousers. Why he just doesn't go get these trousers himself, I do not know. But he needs Leida's help driving around Baraboo to go get some pants. And then she's so fucking rude to him. Excuse my French. I know I cuss anyway, but just like, she's so rude. You know what she says to him? Now think of it. Listen, sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Trying to be sexist. But in this instance, if you flip the script, and if Eric spoke to Leida the way Leida spoke to him, like, it would be ridiculous. She says to him, who the hell forgets their own pants on their wedding day? Well, she says that to the camera. Who the hell forgets their own pants on their wedding day? People who forget things. People who are getting married and are in a rush, and so they forget things. That happens. It sucks, but it's not just Eric. Eric's not the only person in the world who's forgotten something on his wedding day. In fact, my father forgot his pants at my brother's wedding day. And so we live about 40 minutes away from the venue, and what did my father do? Get in his car and go home and get his pants. My brother was so pissed. He was like, man, you forget your pants on my wedding day. But my dad was like trying to corral his wife and like 5 other family members. Like, he was worried about himself. He was worried about other people. And then, yeah, Trixie, exactly. She's the one who packed his bag. And he says that he never even looked in there. She's like, well, I put it in there. Well, then Alessandro went in there and took them out. I really want to know where the trousers were. Like, I needed a supplementary shot of them getting home and him being like, oh, here are my pants in, like, you know, in her bag that she changed. I don't know, whatever. But it's probably Leida's fault is what I'm saying. It's probably her fault. So anyways, she's like pissed off at him. They go out, they get into the elevator, and then she says to him, always having a way of fucking pissing me off. She said, you're always having a way of pissing me off. Could you imagine if somebody said that to you, your spouse said that to you on your wedding day? Like, looked to you and said, you always are having a way of pissing me off. The wedding would be over. If somebody, what? You all, oh my God. Jenica took the pants. Jenica and Alessandro are like, we don't need this. The pants are somewhere shredded up in a toy box. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, she's horrible. She's horrible. And that dress was horrible. I'm like, can we get a drag queen in here to cinch her? Because best friend Judy is not doing what she needed to do. We need to talk about a corset or like something. Did not work. Okay, so I shouldn't be dealing with this, is what she says too. And I'm like, then go back in the hotel and let him go to Men's Warehouse and get him some pants himself. Okay, so then after he gets back, they find the trousers, they get back on time. I don't think they're late for the wedding, but they get there and he gets dressed. And I actually like, even though it was Leida's choice, and a part of me is like, the petty Betty in me doesn't want to admit that I liked it. I did like the juxtaposition of the black suit, the blue tie, and the gold tie clip. Come for me. I feel it. Come for me. Come for me. Come for me. Wait, wow. Kalani's dress was $37 and the sash was $23. That's $60. Oh, okay. That sash was cute though, of Kalani's. It was cute. It was cute. Something about change.org petition to deport her. Can you? I don't know. Who has a change? Nah. Who has a change.org? Somebody put up a change.org what petition to deport Leida? I saw somebody like tweet Trump about her. They're doing too much. They're doing too much. You gonna tweet Trump about Leida? Too much. Too much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Deport her, we don't need her. No, you guys. I feel like, once you start deporting everybody, then everybody's people are gonna be deported. I got some peoples they can't be, you know what I'm saying? I got some peoples that I don't need to be deported. So let's not talk about deportation, girl. Like, the feds are listening, the feds are watching my 90-Day Fiancé. Okay, so let's get back to them. So another one of the gems of this episode, these officiants, okay? The officiants of Kalani, the officiants of Larissa and Colt, and this officiant of Leida and Eric. First of all, they got married in like a conference room or something. That was not the room that we saw when they first went there to check out the venue. Am I right? That wasn't the room. Maybe because they didn't have enough guests to fill up that banquet hall. I don't know what, but they got married in some kind of like something with a fake wall. You know what I'm saying? There was like, I feel like there was like a partition. Driver roll up the partition, please. Okay, anyways, I thought there was like a fake partition. It was looking real like accordion fake partition in the center of the room to separate it. And the guests were there. Jenica was just like, Jenica was so hunched over, looking like so, like, why am I here? I had to come because I'm underage. The rest of them got away. Tasha wasn't there. Tennille wasn't there. And Alessandra was there, but like wasn't. Alessandra was completely not paying attention to this. And he had on his suit, and he wasn't even sitting in the chair. He just was like, Alice. He did not care. He was like playing his tablet or playing with his like G.I. Joe. I'm so old. Not his G.I. Joe. Like he's playing with something, girl. He wasn't even paying attention, but at least he was quiet. Who said they rated senior citizens? Not the flowers, not the daughters, not the happiness, nothing. Eric was so bummed that his daughters weren't there. And Leida was like, it's okay. And he was like, okay, anyways, getting ahead of myself. So the officiant was really happy to be on TV. Okay? He was like, this is my time to shine. This is my time to show everybody what I do, how I marry two people. He was so proud of every single word that he said. It was so funny. He was so sweet. He was just like, do you, Eric, take Leida? But anyways, yeah. So, you know who also wasn't there? Not Tasha. What was the mom's name? Tanya. Tanya wasn't there either. So that says a lot. But at least Tanya wasn't petty and Jenica was there. So that was actually good. But Jenica didn't want to be there. I'm not in shock, Bobby. I'm not in shock. I'm just saying that, like, they didn't show up. I'm not in shock. Okay, so let's see. What happened next? Oh, yeah, the reception. And Leida was, like, running around taking pictures with everybody. For whatever reason, she knows her angle, and it's not a bad angle. It makes her chin look long, but it, like, makes her look like a nice person is really what's the most important thing about that angle is the nice person angle. She took pictures with Jenica. She was taking pictures with the dad. Eric's dad was there. And it was just like really, did Eric's dad give her away? I don't remember. Maybe she walked up the aisle herself. I really honestly don't remember. But yeah, the food didn't look bad. I'm hungry. I'm always hungry, and I noticed the food. So there was that. And then who else? And then they went outside to take pictures. And during that is when they had the confessionals, or when they were talking to the producers, and she made those comments about it being okay that his daughters weren't there. And he said that he just, was really upset that they weren't there, and he wanted them to share that moment with him. But like, girl, Eric, really? Eric knows that his daughters weren't going to be there for him. He wasn't there for them. He wasn't there for Tasha. The way he treated Tasha, the way he let Leida treat Tasha, all for Leida, who isn't worth it. She's not worth it. Especially when she then went on about finally being able to change her status, finally being able to be an American. Her dream is always to get her doctorate. As soon as Leida gets enough money and finds another husband, she is going to leave Eric. I guarantee you she's going to leave Eric. She is not happy about him or his situation at all. He has to buy her a house so she could go to medical school, and then she's going to find herself a husband who is a doctor as well. And she's going to leave him. There is nothing about Eric that she loves besides him being an American. And it's like crazy. And I've tried to run around it. I've tried to not talk about it. I've tried to not, because I hate that whole idea about, these foreigners are just here to use somebody for their green card. But like, Leida is really doing that. I mean, she's going to put up with his family and do whatever because she's an absolute monster. And for her to keep saying that, I mean, she said it 3 different times in 3 different confessionals. Like, yay, I finally get to change my status. Yay, it's the American dream, the best country in the world. Hey, yay, blah, blah, blah. I mean, and I feel like she's not even going to, like, bring anything positive to this country. Like, she's just terrible. She's terrible. Yeah. Flicka. Absolutely. I could never imagine going to that doctor and the doctor's Leida. She has no bedside. What kind of doctor is Leida going to be? An asshole doctor. So she's going to be a proctologist. Looking at assholes all day. Looking in the mirror all day. Raina, hilarious. Who's going to pay for her med school? Eric is going to pay for her med school. Or her dad. Oh. Okay, so are we done with them? I'm going to go to the comment section and, let me know what you guys think. All right, so do you need a psych evaluation? Her dad, she won't get into med school. It's not proper. Okay, so there are 590 people in this room right now. Thank you guys so much for watching my live feed. If you can give me a like, if you haven't given me a like, that would be awesome. I know some of you can't give me likes until the video's over. That's fine. I'm just saying for those of you who are in this room right now, the 595 people have 300 likes. Come on, those 200. What you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Give me a like. Ooh, 322. Give me a like. Give me a like. Give me a like. Okay. Enigma Quo. Hi. Okay, so let's see. Thanks, Jude. It is amazing. I'm excited. All right. Thanks, you guys. Let's move on. You guys ready for me to move on? 602 watching. Hey, we've been here for 43 minutes. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, so let's move on to our last couple. We are now going to talk about Colt and Larissa. All right, so we start off this episode, or we start off this whatever with episode. So we start off this episode with Colt getting ready, and Debbie walks in completely unbothered. I mean, she's in her insides are like liquid, and she's like shaking in her boots. But Colt is like, "Hey, Mom, you look pretty." And her natural response, without even looking at him, is like, "Thanks, so do you," and keeps going. Like, she didn't even look at him. And then we discover that Debbie's going to have to figure out how to tie Colt's tie, because Colt is not going to figure out how to tie his tie. He's a software engineer, but what he's not going to do is figure out how to tie his own tie. Debbie's like, "Oh my God, I've never seen you in a suit. You look great." I mean, the suit was a slim cut, and it should not have been. It should have been a regular cut. He was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. His buttons were uncomfortable. Like, there was a lot of items, inanimate and animate items, uncomfortable. God, you guys, I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and someone called me. Hold on, let me do that. How do I even do it? I don't even think I can do it. Oh my God. I don't ever get phone calls, and people are calling me like it's 1998. Text me. Don't call me. Oh yeah, I got louder because I was literally behind the phone. I was literally on the other side of my phone trying to do that. Anyways, hi there, I'm back. Okay, so what are we talking about? Colt and Larissa. Okay, yeah, the suit was way too small. I don't feel like it was way too small. I feel like it was a slim cut. Like, you know, he probably got his size, but in slim, which he should not have. I mean, I don't know anything about men's suits. Yes, it was too small, but Debbie was wearing a shirt that matched his tie. I thought it was a dress, and it wasn't. I mean, not that I thought it was a dress. Like, I saw her walk in, but for whatever reason, I just thought she was going to do something. I didn't know that was going to be her wedding outfit. I didn't know that. And I was... It's funny because Amy Schumer on Instagram shouted her out and was like, Deb, don't worry about the haters. You look great. And I'm like, you know, you're right for me talking about Deb, because I do want to talk about the fact that she just wore a basic-ass outfit to her son's wedding, her only son's wedding, the only time she's going to be able, I mean, the first time at least, she's going to be able to see her only son get married, and she wears a pink button-up. I mean, she wore some necklaces, though. I mean, I guess she was trying. I didn't notice if it was her earrings. I don't know what was going on, but, like, it was a lot. It was a lot. Okay. So Colt is putting on this outfit that is just doesn't do his body any justice at all. But this is where we are. This is where he is, and this is where we have to leave it. Then we cut to maybe Larissa. I don't know. But Larissa's getting dressed, and she's in hair and makeup. And she's talking to the hair and makeup people about something about, 90 days and it being really fast and being ready and excited to get married. Then we see her wedding dress that she's got at the Goodwill. It's actually really cute. And then she's still wearing those, like, platform cork bottom, like, tan shoes, sandals she always wears, but you can't see them, God bless. Shout out to Chris Farah. And I just wanted her to get some other shoes, but they're probably really comfortable, and, you should be comfortable on your wedding day. So it's fine. So she gets into the limo. He got her a limo. Ow. And she's really excited and grateful, but also nervous at the same time because she's worried if John's going to be there and what that's going to be like. And she gets there, and before they go there, though, we cut back to Debbie and Colt. Colt's like, well, Larissa's not going to, he says, since Larissa is not going to have anybody to walk her down the aisle, I thought that you would walk me down the aisle. And Debbie's like, okay, that is not where I thought that sentence was going to go at all. I thought he was going to say, since Larissa doesn't have anybody to walk her down the aisle, can you walk her down the aisle? Is what I thought that sentence was going to end with. But it didn't end with that. It ended with him making a weird, selfish request. Which is fine, but I just was so shocked by that. It was just so weird that he brought that up. It was just so weird. And then, he also says, well, it seems like it's the right thing to do. And that, to me, after I watched it the second time, felt like a foreshadowing. He said that getting married to Larissa seemed like the right thing to do. And I thought to myself, why would he say that? And then we'll talk about that when we get to the end of this segment. So, he's there. He's waiting for her. I wanted to show you a picture and put it on the screen, but I'm using my phone, so I can't. There's this shot of him, standing there at the altar. I can't even do it. He just looks like... He literally looks like, when I think of the word doofus, that is what he looked like. Smiling there, waiting for her. And then we see John at the wedding. I'm going to call it what it is. John is WT, and he is not even trying to hide it. He came there with, flip-flops and board shorts and that stupid shirt that said friendlies, even though his ass is not friendly at all. He's going to say that he doesn't support who Larissa is and what she stands for. What does she stand for, bro? Your cousin is actually getting some play from a beautiful girl who's willing to put up with his shit, and you don't like what she stands for? What is that? What do you stand for? Is what I want to know. So, he's there. It's awkward. Leah tries to make things better after the wedding, and like hug them or whatever. But I'm like, Leah, you didn't do what you needed to do when they got in a fight. You didn't stop your man from calling her a bitch and calling her her name. You didn't stop him at all. You didn't say nothing to him. You let him call this woman out her name, and now you want to hug her? Go ahead and sit down, flower child. You know, we get it. Is she pregnant? Are they having a third baby? Fourth? How many kids they got? Let's see. His crotch grows bad. Let's see. John's wife hug was awkward. It was awkward. She does. Too many kids. I don't know, girl. So anyways, then they take their wedding photos, and Larissa looks beautiful, obviously. Like, I mean, she just looks great, personally. I think Larissa looks good. And then what else happens? So, I think that's it. What did I write down? Colt at altar. That's where I stopped. So I don't remember if anything else happened. Tell me what else I'm missing. Tell me what else I am missing. Makes herself sound so exciting. Not her. Her pants are cold to your wing. Let's see. I think that's it. And then we find out what went down days before the wedding. Let me move this word. So apparently they got into some kind of argument, and girl, I don't know what the argument was. I don't know how bad it got, but I feel like unless hands were laid, and even then, so they got into a really, really bad argument. Debbie says she was in the room minding her business and she heard them screaming and yelling, and it turns out that Colt got so upset that he called the police. And he said that once he called, he hung right up, but then they called back, and they charged, the state of Nevada charged Larissa with domestic battery, because that's what happens in Nevada. When you call the police for a domestic violence, even if you hang up, even if you say you don't want to press charges, the state will press charges for you. Because, and I guess in the state's mind, if it was so bad that you called the police, that there's something that must be up. And so she was in jail for 48 hours. And that could have ruined the visa process or the green card process. And I think to myself, like, Colt's apologized and he says that he can't take it back and that he wishes he would, and he feels so horrible about it. But what was she doing to him that he would call the police on her? Is he that soft? Is he that, like, he's like, she just wouldn't calm down. So you call the police because somebody won't calm down? He's like, you know, I could have gone to the park, I could have walked away, but I just didn't know what to do. And, like, I believe him, but I still think it's unforgivable. If she didn't physically attack him, if he didn't fear for his life, all he had to do was not marry her, and she would have gotten deported. Do you get what, like, unless it was some imminent threat to his life, his mom's life, Cookie Dough's life, somebody's life, I don't understand why he would call the police on her when she is a foreigner. When she didn't even physically attack him, as far as we know. I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what she did. And I wish they would tell us what she did. I hope they tell us in the tell-all what she did that made him call the police. Because I can't imagine it being anything that crazy. But whatever. So she's locked herself in the bathroom and she doesn't want to come out because she says she's emotionally exhausted. And girl, we are emotionally exhausted right along with her. That was inappropriate to me, and it was unforgivable. But what can she do at this point? And that was in June. 48 hours in prison, I would be livid. Livid if that were my partner. No, this wasn't the same incident. So there was two incidents. One incident happened in June, right? And that's the first incident that we see on the show. And the second incident happened sometime in, like, what, November? And then we all got wind of it and we were all confused because there was already a mugshot. So then we got the spoiler that she had been in prison already. So they went through with the marriage. They're all worried about it, that they feel like it's going to, cause some issue. And it may or may not, depending on the federal government and what they see the charge and whatnot. But I don't know. I do not know. All right. Chris Ferris, strange, second strike, geez. I think that's it. Colt and Debbie are weirdos. All right, girls. All right, guys. That is it. I don't have anything else to say about this episode, but let's talk about other things in general. All right, so let's go to the comment section. All right. Anything I've been missing? Chris, is there anything that I should talk about that you saw that I didn't see? Who's getting the babies if she leaves? His babies if she... What babies? I don't talk about Fernanda and Jonathan. They got married, but currently right now they're not together. That's what I saw on Instagram. She's gone somewhere to be a model. When are you coming to the UK? So, we're going to be in the UK for VidCon, February 14th through the 17th. I believe that we're going to try to leave on, we're going to try to be there before the 14th and maybe a little bit after the 17th, but the dates aren't 100% locked down. So the days that I would want to meet would be that Thursday, the 15th, I think. Or we could do something earlier depending on when we get there. I don't know what happened between the breakup. What do you think about Olga naming her baby after her sister who was exercised? What baby? His name is Richard Alexander. You mean the second baby that she supposedly has? Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. Yeah, someone will be there. I want to talk about Surviving R. Kelly, but I haven't watched it because it's gonna record at 5. I missed the original airing of it, so today I'm gonna catch up on it, or tonight I'm gonna catch up on it. I need to do a very serious video about that. Like, I feel like this is something that is like really, really integral to the Black community in a way that I don't think a lot of people from the outside really understand. And it's something that we've known about for a long time, and that many, many people have swept under the rug and kept silence about it. And this is the first time that this is being spoken about on a national stage the way it deserved, and should have been spoken about on a national stage since he married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old. So I'm going to really watch it, take some notes, really decide like how I'm going to present this and what my angle is on this, and then do a video on it. It's not something for a live. It's something that I need to edit. So yeah. I definitely will do something on it though, like 100% for sure. There's no doubt that I'm going to do something about it. Just like, it's crazy. Let's see. So what else? Love After Lockup is great. I watched it. It's wonderful. Follow me on Instagram at Just Call Me Why, you guys, because I often you'll know when I'm watching something. I post about it. I love it, and I'm gonna film the video on it tonight. What time is the sun's going down? I do need to film something today, so I think I will film it. So if you see this look in a video later on, then you know it got filmed today. Tonight. So I'm going to do something tonight with something, because I need to film something tonight and start getting it edited so I can get the ball rolling. This week, I just was so sick. Every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every day I woke up with the same migraine. I was just fighting for days. I was sick on New Year's Eve. I didn't know why. It felt like my belly was full, but I couldn't do anything. And then I got really queasy, and I don't drink, so it wasn't that. I just don't know what was wrong with me. My body was just not okay this week. I think it's just a culmination of working 60-hour work weeks and trying to keep up with everything, and I just couldn't. So that's why this video is live. I was able to film my Love After Lockup and Bird Box because I filmed it last Saturday. So Saturday is the day that I'm able to really get the things done I need to get done because it's my only day off. So yeah, I worked last night. I came home at midnight, 1:30, and I watched, or midnight, or what time did I get off? No, I got off at 1. I came home by midnight, 1:30, and I watched RuPaul's Drag Race because that makes me happy. and there's no pressure to get a video out on it, girl. And then I watched Love After Lockup because it's only an hour. Bless us, our Lord. I tried to watch Surviving R. Kelly, but it only recorded episodes 3 and 4, and I didn't want to watch 3 and 4 until I'd watched 1 and 2. So yeah. And then I'm now doing this live because I was never able to film the video. So tonight I got to get some stuff done. Married at First Sight. Oh, I forgot about Married at First Sight. But here's the reason why I didn't film it. A, I was sick. B, because the episode was 2 hours long. And I hope they don't continue to be 2 hours long. But anyways, it was 2 hours long. But they didn't show us the end of the second two couples, right? So like, if I'm going to film a video about that, I feel like that episode isn't really complete yet. So I'm going to have to do episodes 1 and 2 together because I don't like that kind of cliffhanger where it was like, oh, we only saw this wedding and then next week we're going to pick up with the next 2 weddings. Like, no, girl, who has time for that? So I'm not going to do that. I am watching The Masked Singer. I just finished watching it right now. It's so funny because Chris and I did not talk about The Masked Singer at all. And I was like, ooh, I like that show. So I'm a fan of like, So You Think You Can Dance, and thanks to Chris. I like literally all good TV that I know about is thanks to Chris. So I watched The Masked Singer. I am liking it. I thought it was going to be singers. It's interesting that they're just celebrities. So yeah, I watched that. So, Jenny McCarthy, is that Jenny McCarthy? She like doesn't know anything, right? If you guys are watching that, she doesn't like know anyone or anything. She guessed that somebody singing was Chris Brown. Like all of her guesses were like off, and like she didn't know anyone's name. She doesn't know any she doesn't know any R&B singer. She doesn't know any black people is what it is. She just doesn't know any black people. Like it was so weird. Let's see. The dumbest comments came from Nicole Scherzinger. Not that I heard. To me, the dumbest comments came from Jenny McCarthy, but I'll pay attention to her the next time. Yeah, I did think that it was a Wahlberg. I thought that the peacock was a Wahlberg. All right. Where are we at? 538 people are watching. Everybody left out because I stopped talking about 90 Day Fiancé, but that's fine. Thank you guys so much. Give this video a thumbs up. We're at 388 thumbs up. Yeah, you're right. Thick. Mm-hmm. He's the only one that actually, like, well, I mean, Nicole Scherzinger was a singer, but I think Robin Thicke is like a producer and like a songwriter. Like he's more of like well-rounded and then like an instrumentalist, so like he's able to pull stuff out. Okay, so can you give my sister Ezra a shout out? Ezra. Hi, Ezra. How are you? I don't know if you're a fan of 90 Day Fiancé, but I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. Carrie Underwood is the lion. I felt like the voice wasn't as strong as Carrie is. Like, no, Carrie... Let me tell you about Miss Carrie Underwood, okay? Miss Carrie Underwood is, to me, in the likes of... Like, she's one of the greats. Like, even though she doesn't sing music in my genre, whenever I've heard songs from her, I'm like, oh, she is one of the greats. She's one of the voices of our generation. Like, don't sleep on Carrie. Leona Lewis, interesting. Okay. But anyways, let's get back to 90 Day Fiancé. So, I'm excited for the tell-all, you guys. I think the tell-all is going to be really good. Larissa, you know, she didn't like the way she looked. She looked like she's going to be on fire. You know, I also think it's weird that Colty kept saying that he needs to be with an adult and not somebody who acts like a child. And I think that he just doesn't, he keeps saying that and it's demeaning to Larissa, but I don't think Larissa acts like a child. I think that he just wants somebody who doesn't emote the way she does. He wants somebody that's quiet and reserved. And he's like downplaying her and he's putting her down by saying she's acting like a child. But I'm like, she's not acting like a child. Like, she's not like petulant. She just wants what she wants and you can't give it to her, so you're calling her names, you know? It's just weird. Wow. Have a great evening. All right, bye, Melinda. Thank you so much. All right, so we're at an hour and 5 minutes. I think that we're gonna end it right here. Right? What else are we gonna talk about? You guys are talking about the masked whatever, and which is fine. But I don't feel like I gotta keep this as 90 Day Fiancé because I named it 90 Day Fiancé. All right, what else are we talking about? I feel bad having my head down, so I'm gonna like put it here so that I can kind of have my face up while I'm looking. Okay, bye Aspasia. Bye Trixie. We are Max. We're gonna do one. Okay, bye Butta. All right, bye Tiana. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this chat. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me in this episode of 90 Day Fiancé. Go on ahead and leave a comment down below if you're somebody who didn't catch the live. Let me know what you thought of this episode. We are really excited about the tell-all that's going to happen tomorrow. So please watch the tell-all so that we can have a kiki about that. And that is it. The ending is going to be a little shaky because I actually have to get up and turn my camera around to stop it. But thank you guys so much. You guys have a fantastic day. Remember to be you. Be true and find your place. Bye. How do I stop this? I don't